having been filled with the fruit of righteousness which comes through Jesus Christ to the glory and praise of God. Every single thing that we do, every single thing that happens, if it doesn't bring glory and praise to our Father in heaven, it's almost like you're just spinning your wheels and moving on. And that's really not a lot of fun to spin your wheels. Because you see, everything that you want to do, everything that you want to touch, you want to be able to say, may God be glorified in all that I say and do. And I'm going to be honest with you, something special has happened right here in front of you this morning. This is the sermon that I prepared to preach to you. It's called Joy of Community. And it is from Philippians. But it is not the message that I delivered to you this morning, because the Spirit told me as I was walking up here, I will give you utterance. Don't worry about it. I have something I want you to say to Newfound Church this morning on Father's Day. And what he's asked me to say to you is, I love you. I love you from the beginning of creation until the day when I bring it all to halt. I love you as much as I love the church at Philippi, as I love the church at Thessalonica. When we put our hearts and our minds to the goal of bringing the gospel of Jesus Christ and His saving grace to everybody that we come in contact with, when we strive every single day from sun up to sundown to be Jesus Christ in our community, in everything that we do, on our jobs, whatever it is, as we bring glory to God in heaven, we add to our stature in the kingdom. We add to the blessings that God is willing to give to us. This morning, as I stand in front of you, there are a lot of people that I think of that have gone on before, that made remarks and statements that history has recorded, from a little tiny girl that was so helpless that she almost didn't make it in life, a little gal named Amy Carmichael, along about the turn of the century. She did some wondrous things and said some things that brought glory to God on the continent of Africa. And then there was a gentleman, John Newton, that was the driving force behind the hymn Amazing Grace. He had been the worst reprobate in the world. He'd been a slave runner. And God reached out and grabbed a hold of his heart and changed his heart. Became a member of the British Parliament. And he campaigned for years to have slavery removed from the face of the earth. There are a lot of things that we do to each other over the course of history and over the course of time that God has forgiven us for because we asked for it. And this morning here, we hear the message of love that was given, the start of the message that was given to the folks in Philippi by Paul, representing our Father in heaven. If there's one of you in here this morning that has not confessed Christ, or you could be one that has slipped up a little bit because the ice is slipping. The roads are very narrow, and they are very long, and Satan puts signs that there too that might just need to rededicate your life. As the group comes up this morning to sing the invitation hymn, avail yourself of this time. Take that opportunity to reset the scale in your favor with your Father in heaven. Take the opportunity to stand in front of these folks, these believers in Jesus Christ, and share that moment, rededicate your life. If you're not a Christian, join us. Be a part of it as we stand.